folks? I think we are on. My name is Patrick Cooper from New Orleans, Louisiana, and this is part of the quarantine series put on and produced by Americana Highways, and I'm really grateful that Americana Highways has asked me to participate in this. It's a real honor, so I obviously want to thank them so much for letting me do this. Also, particularly Melissa Clark, who is really the engine that drives all this. Thanks, Melissa. Before I talk about myself much, I'm just going to start into my first song. I've fished these Gulf waters off Cameron Parish since I was only 5. My daddy and his daddy did the same to keep the Broussard folks alive. We'd shove off from Holly Beach at daybreak, be back by noon. With our boats full of redfish and crab, we were ready to hit the saloon. Then Rita came in the fall of '05 after Katrina's hurricane. With the storm that tore out our hearts and homes till we had nothing left to claim. The government folks wouldn't let us back home, and Christmas came and went. We stayed with cousins in Lake Charles with our money all spent. And now it's winter time and we drive down Highway 27 towards the shore. The chilly winds cut through the cracks from my beat-up truck's front door. It's our first time back to Holly Beach to see what there is to see. We hit the shore's horizon, there's just sand where town used to be. Some government guys, when ties came, saying they're gonna get us back to work. But they drowned us in forms and papers, made us feel like office desk clerks. There's got to be a better way to help folks that need a little lift. We're just looking for a step up the ladder, not looking for a gift. And now it's winter time and we drive down Highway 27 towards the shore. The chilly winds cut through the cracks from my beat-up truck's front door. It's our first time back to Holly Beach to see what there is to see. We hit the shore's horizon, there's just sand where town used to be. I'm glad my daddy and mama aren't alive to witness all this pain, knowing the lives of the friends and neighbors will never be the same. I'm gonna find a way to carry on and get a boat back out to sea. It's the only way I know how to live. It feels just right to me. And now it's winter time and we drive down Highway 27 towards the shore. The chilly winds cut through the cracks of my beat-up truck's front door. It's our first time back to Holly Beach to see what there is to see. We hit the shore's horizon, there's just sand where town used to be. There's just sand where a town used to be. There's just sand where town used to be. So that song is called Holly Beach. It's about a community in southwest Louisiana, south of Lake Charles, that was hard hit by the second big hurricane of 2005. Of course, the one that we all know about, obviously, is Katrina. But about a month later, there was another hurricane called Rita that came out. It didn't do as much damage as Katrina, but still did quite a lot. And there was a little coastal community called Holly Beach, south of Lake Charles, that my mother used to go to. My mother is a Broussard, which is like Smith in Cajun land. And she used to go there when she was a little girl. And at the time, I was living in California, even though I grew up in Louisiana. I was out there for quite a while. And I was watching everything on the news that was going on. It just was making me sick. First, of course, Katrina, and then later Rita. So I ended up writing that song, and kind of mostly for my mom. It's on my first CD. The CD is called Gree in Your Face. You'll notice in the post, I instead of putting my Venmo and PayPal information separately, what I did is I showed you a link that goes directly to my website where it says Buy Support the Music, and it has links to PayPal, links to if you feel like buying any of the music, and also if you feel like downloading, however format you want to do it in. I have real CDs if anybody needs them. And if you keep scrolling at the bottom, it also has my Venmo handle, so to speak. So that's the commercial part. You also notice there is a link on there about how if you'd like to help out Americana Highways, that would be greatly appreciated as well. There's one other thing I want to do. I want to turn this fan off. I'll be right back. Guitar players can tell you sometimes if you have an overhead fan going, it makes the guitar sound very strange. All right, this next song is a song called Alone at Last. I'll tell you, first listen to it and then I'll tell you the inspiration for it later. Kind of got a Memphis Stax vibe to me. I was waiting at the streetcar stop, trying to get downtown, when a woman runs on up and she sits herself down. She had a smile on her face as big as the river is wide, made me want to swim across to see what's on the other side. So I told her I'm ready for the story, why she's doing so great. She said, okay, buddy, here's my tale, I'm gonna relate. When I'm done, you gotta buy me a beer at the end of the line. I said, lady, you got yourself a deal, it's your time to shine. She said, between the men and the kids, it's time to move on. After the men and the kids, I've made myself a new home. They used to tell me it's a woman's lot in this life. If you say that to me now, I'll come at you with a knife. I've been a good mother and I've been a good wife, and I'm putting that on the past. I'm alone at last, and loving it. Now raising my kids has brought me to a state of grace, but that ex-husband of mine, he's a total waste of space. Now the kids are all grown and I'm done with mom and time. Getting rid of that axe has been a long, hard climb. She said, between the men and the kids, it's time to move on. After the men and the kids, I made myself a new home. They used to tell me it's a woman's lot in this life. If you say that to me now, I'll come at you with a knife. I've been a good mother and I've been a good wife, and I'm putting that on the past. at last. Now after you buy me that beer, I'm heading back to my own pad. Spend some time with a good book and a beautiful black lab. So you see, I'm so happy now, live the life I deserve. Before I turn out the lights, I'll probably take a few toasts of that girl. She said between the men and the kids, it's time to move on. After the men and the kids, I made myself a new home. They used to tell me as a woman there's a lot in this life. If you say that to me now, I'll come at you with a knife. I've been a good mother and I've been a good wife. Now I'm putting that on the past. I'm alone at last. Alone at last. Between the men and the kids, alone at last. A song called Alone at Last. Oh, George Sylvia. Sylvia's watching, a guy that I went to high school with back in Shreveport, Louisiana. He's now in the Austin area. Hey, George. You might or may not be able to hear it. It is now raining in New Orleans. It rains in New Orleans on occasion. If you've never been here, get ready for that. That song came about actually from a conversation I had with a server in a diner here in New Orleans. If you ever find yourself in New Orleans and you go to Panola Cafe, ask for Celeste. I got to talking with her and she mentioned how that she was divorced, the kids were out of the house, and she said she had not lived alone in about 26 years. And I asked her how that was going for her, and she said, great, spectacular. Should have done it a long time ago. So it was obviously written from a woman's point of view of being on her own after so many years and being expected to be the mother, the wife, and everything. So, thanks Celeste for the inspiration. Next song is about living in New Orleans and sometimes finding that you don't get to sleep much because you're out having maybe a little too much fun in the bars. Most of the bars never close 24/7. Well, not now, obviously. Anyway, the song is called You'll Never Sleep in This Town. Call it the Big Easy, but it ain't easy for the weary. You go out for the night, won't come back home till your eyes are bleary. The club says 4 bands tonight, so everybody come on in. 5 drinks later you see the first band starts well after 10. Spooky. Now you know you'll never sleep in this town, so have another drink. Get all that you can out of the night. Don't take time to think, so now you'll never sleep in this town. Stuff a poor boy in your mouth, plans for that quiet beer. Just head it south, head it south. Third band comes on, you check your watch, it's 1:45. But you've got your second wind, so you know just what you're gonna do. This bar's also a laundromat, so you might as well get a wash in. Too bad when you later get home, you're clean clothes smell of gin. Now you know you'll never sleep in this town, so have another drink to get all that you can out of the night. Don't take time to think, so now you'll never sleep in this town. Stuff a poor boy in your mouth, plans for that quiet beer. Just head it south, head it south. 4 a.m. the last band's done. Looks like you finally get home. So lo and behold, you're hungry again. It's breakfast at the dawn. Streetcar ride you finally home, and you swear you won't do this anymore. Then you climb into the bed and smile and think, this is what daytime's for. Now you know you'll never sleep in this town, so have another drink to get all that you can out of the night. Don't take time to think, so now you'll never sleep in this town. Stuff a poor boy in your mouth, plans for that quiet beer. Just head it south, quiet beer. Head it south, you will never sleep. Can you hear that rain? It is really coming down. This is our sunroom, but it is not very sunny at the moment. Oh, hi, Mary. Mary, I played Holly Beach first. Darn it, my friend Mary Romano from Baton Rouge is watching. I also saw Bruce from Shreveport. Next song is a song I did not write during the virus, but now so much of it actually really resonates with me, and maybe it will with you. The song is called Things We Can't Control. Hey, Allison. Driving to the airport in the dark always gets me down. But once I arrive, I can't help but observe all the ghosts seem to gather spinning round and round. Buildings called terminal don't calm my nerves. Every time I go to the mall, I get the shakes. People herded round like cows at the food court. Guess I'll never have what it takes. I rush in, get what I need and keep it short. So let's raise a glass to the things we can't control. Can't be sure where the future's gonna go. Let us not get ourselves worked up, I'll be vexed, 'cause I can't wait to see what happens next. Listening to John Prine always makes me smile. Every phrase just lands in the perfect place. Melodies wrap around words in a seamless style. Takes my soul beyond all time and space. Let's raise a glass to the things we can't control. Can't be sure where the future's gonna go. Let us not get ourselves worked up, I'll be vexed, 'cause I can't wait to see what happens next. Walking in the rain always gets me wet. I've got no metaphor to toss your way. Sometimes what you feel is what you get. I rush in, get what I need and keep it short. Let's raise a glass to the things we can't control. Can't be sure where the future's gonna go. Let us not get ourselves worked up, I'll be vexed, 'cause I can't wait to see what happens next. 'Cause I can't wait to see what happens next. 'Cause I can't wait to see what happens next. A song called Things We Can't Control. That is on my latest album. My latest album is called, it's an EP, 6-song EP called Somewhat Live. It has that title because the basic tracks are myself and Ron Thamer on cajon, and we were we played a live show together in Shreveport, my old hometown, and we were opening for Sugarcane Jane. And Anthony Crawford offered then, the tracks were recorded, Anthony Crawford offered to take it back to his studio and add a bunch of instruments that he all played. He played all of them in an amazing fashion. He toured with Neil Young at times. He's also toured with Stevie Winwood, so amazing. And then he produced the record and arranged it, and that's what we came up with. That's why it's called Somewhat Live. The next song is about the ambivalence of going back to your hometown. I do like Shreveport, and I go back to see my parents quite a bit, but I realized pretty quickly that I probably wasn't going to end up living there again. I wrote this song with my friend Bob Merrick. Went by my old high school yesterday just to see if it was there. Called to my old girlfriend to make sure she still doesn't care. But oh, I don't want to go back. Oh no, I don't want to go back. I know the key's still under the mat, but I don't want to go back. May not know exactly where I am at, but I know I don't want to go back. 6 o'clock and the dinner bell rings. I don't hear it anymore. Lemon cake and ice cream too. I now buy them all at my own store. I left my lawn care at the shop, kept my dreams for good luck. Got my mind in a box downtown. Finally got my body off that truck. But oh, I don't want to go back. Oh no, I don't want to go back. I know the key's still under the mat, but I don't want to go back. May not know exactly where I am at, but I know I don't want to go back. 5 days and then I stop, 2 days and then I start. I can find me anytime, all I do is check the chart. If I go back then I'm already there. I think I'll stop and wonder a while. Put on my hat and roll up my sleeves. Hey, I just found a brand new smile. But oh, I don't want to go back. Oh no, I don't want to go back. I know the key's still under the mat, but I don't want to go back. Man, I know exactly where I am at, but I know I don't want to go back. Yes, a song that I wrote with Bob Merrick. Bob actually wrote the lyrics to that song when we both grew up in Shreveport, and he was writing about the fact that he probably didn't want to go back. Interestingly enough, though, guess where he lives now? He lives in Shreveport. He did decide to go back, and he's had a great life, a wonderful wife, 2 children. So you never know where life is going to take you. Thanks again so much for tuning into this, and thanks again to Americana Highways for letting me do this on their page. You should be seeing it on my page too. And thanks again to Melissa Clark. Got time for maybe 2, 3 more. Thanks again. This is another one that I wrote with Bob. Bob wrote the lyrics to this one. He wrote it on a very cold day, so it's very appropriate to do this song in July in New Orleans. He did the words and I did the music. That would make him Bernie Taupin, right? Oh man, when it came down hard, hard in a high school play, Jack Frost painted his leaves brown. Frosty the Snowman had his day. Time moves slow on a winter's day. Time to think about all that rain. Run from car to door, door to car. Once young was all that came. Old times bring back old times. Old times bring back old lines. Keep the singing strong, keep the strumming long. Let the better times prevail. Love your fellow man or two. Jump high and shout out loud. The sun has never been so high. Look back and be so proud. Reflections in the cold can't be seen so well. Old times are here again. Some to show and some to tell. Cold times bring back old times. Old times bring back old lines. Keep the singing strong, keep the strumming long. Let the better times prevail. Creaks and cracks, groans and moans, sounds of living long. Cold times, bold lines, sounds of living strong. Old times bring back old times. Old times bring back old lines. Keep the singing strong, keep the strumming long. Let the better times prevail. Keep the singing strong, keep the strumming long. Let the better times prevail. Hey, Joanne. Joanne's out in California. You know, they had the internet in California. You could look it up. I know that was silly. But, looks like I've got time for 2 more. Thanks again for tuning in. This is another one I wrote with Bob. Bob wrote the lyrics to this. This is a bit of a somber song, but life has it all, doesn't it? When we were young, a friend of ours, it was really more Bob's friend than mine, a really neat young woman, died in an accident. And to get through his grief, Bob wrote the lyrics to the song and sent them to me and asked me to do something with it. So this song goes all the way back to the 70s, actually. The song is just called For Karen. I remember you were a bit different. Cared a lot, but also spoke your mind. We did mostly simple things together. When you laughed, we both shined. Never played the front, restless when tired. Sometimes angry and mean. If you didn't want me around, I knew him well enough to let you dream. If I showed you the hole in my sock, you would laugh. As for the hole in my heart, you'd cry. We may not always mend the gap, but together we gave each other the strength to try. Now I can tell that you are gone, for the day I lost my hold. I used a weapon once felt by me, saying that you were a friend of old. I pretended that your loss hadn't fazed me. I had left other losses behind. Then I remembered how you lived, feeling losses each and every time. Now your body is merely ash. By your request, you made your mark till the end. Then you let God do the rest. I remember you were a bit different. You cared a lot, but also spoke your mind. We did mostly simple things together. When you laughed, we both shined. Song called For Karen. I hope to put that on a release in the future. All right, got time for one more. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here. My name is Patrick Cooper from New Orleans. Thanks to Americana Highways and especially Melissa Clark for putting all this together. Thanks again. I'm going to close out with a upbeat kind of back porch bluesy song called Happy Boy Blues, kind of an oxymoronic title in it. It's on two of my CDs, one a very acoustic type version with great harmonica work from Andy J. Forrest and great slide work from Dwight Breland, two great New Orleans musicians. And then the second version is more of a rocked up version with Anthony Crawford out of Alabama playing a bunch of instruments. Again, thank you so much. Hey, Melody. Thanks for coming in. Melody from Colorado. Well, I got myself a woman, well, you know she treats me nice. Yes, I got myself a woman, well, you know she treats me nice. Oh, Lord, I've had some rough ones, don't have to warn me twice. I came out to California to lose Louisiana law. I headed out to California to lose Louisiana law. Always waking up screaming, worst times I ever saw. My papa is a hillbilly, mama is a Cajun queen. Yes, my papa is a hillbilly, mama is a Cajun queen. Once you get that blood a-mixin', beats all you ever seen. I got a sister in Dallas, well, you know she gets things done. I got a sister in Dallas, well, you know she gets things done. Always waking up screaming, worst times I ever saw. That was a bit of thunder. I'm going to do that verse again. I got a sister in Dallas, well, you know she gets things done. I got a sister in Dallas, well, you know she gets things done. Don't even think to try to cross her, 'cause you'll regret it, son. I'm coming back to Louisiana to put the devil in his place. Heading back to Louisiana to put help of Cajun outlaws, I'll throw the gree-gree in his face. Yes, I got myself a woman, well, you know she treats me nice. Yes, I got myself a woman, well, you know she treats me nice. Oh Lord, I've had some rough ones, don't have to warn me twice. That was a good thunderclap, wasn't it? So that's it for me. Thank you so much. My name is Patrick Cooper. If you feel like going to my website, you'll see it. It's patrickcoopermusic.com, and there is a page where you can either tip me or download or buy music, however you'd like to do it. If you don't feel like doing any of that, because I know a lot of us are hurting, no problem. I just really appreciate you listening. Again, thanks so much to Melissa Clark and Americana Highways. See you next time. Stay safe, everybody.